Hare Krishna. Just setup is almost done. तमेव शीलसम्पन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारं धर्मसेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजः तमेवं शीलसम्पन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारं धर्मसेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजः। Hare Krishna, anybody wants to chant?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। तम एवं शील संपन्नम ब्रह्मण्यम दीनवत्सलम गोप्तारम धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरम प्रजा। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंड प्रणाम। तमेवं शील संपन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारं धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजाः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। तमेवं शील संपन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारं धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजा। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। तमेवं शील संपन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारं धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
ब्रह्मण्य दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारां धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजा। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। तम एवं शील संपन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारां धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरां प्रजः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। तमेवं शील संपन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारं धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजा। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण।
गो अहेड प्रभु जी।
गो। हरे कृष्ण। तमेवं शील संपन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्ताराम धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजा। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। तमेवं शील संपन्नं ब्रह्मण्यं दीनवत्सलं गोप्तारं धर्म सेतूनां मेनिरे पितरं प्रजाः।
Done, everybody? Chalo, we continue. Thank you. Tam, him, evam, thus, Sheela, with godly qualities, Sampannam, and O Brahmanyam, respectful to the Brahmanas, Dina, to the poor, Vatsalam, kind, Goptaram, protector, Dharmasetu, Nam, of religious principles, Menire, thought, Pitaram, father, Prajaha, the citizens. Dhruva Maharaj was endowed with all godly qualities. He was very respectful to the devotees of Supreme Lord and very kind to the poor and innocent. And he protected religious principles. All this qualification considered to be direct father of all citizens. Dhruva Maharaj was endowed with all godly qualities. He was very respectful to the devotees of Supreme Lord and very kind to the poor and innocent. And he protected religious principles. With all these qualifications, he was considered to be direct father of all citizens. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. The personal qualities of Dhruva Maharaj described herein are the exemplary qualities of a saintly king. Not only a king, but also the leaders of a modern democratic or impersonal government must be qualified with all these godly characteristics. Then the citizens of the state can be happy. It is clearly stated here that the citizens thought of Dhruva Maharaj as their father. As a child, depending on the able father, is completely satisfied, so the citizens of the state, being protected by the state or the king, should remain satisfied in every respect. At the present moment, however, there is no guarantee by the government of even the primary necessities of life in the state, namely the protection of the lives and property of citizens. One word is very significant in this connection, Brahmanyam. Dhruva Maharaj was very devoted to the Brahmanas, who engage in the study of Vedas and thereby know the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are always busy propagating Krishna consciousness. The state should be very respectful to societies that distribute God consciousness all over the world, but unfortunately at the present moment there is no state or government support given to such movements. As for good qualities, it is very difficult to find anyone in state administration with any good qualities. The administrators simply sit in their respective administrative posts and say no to every request as if they were paid to say no to the citizens. Another word, Dina Vatsalam, is very significant also. The state head should be very kind to the innocent. Unfortunately, in this age, the state agents and the presidents draw good salaries from the state and they pose themselves as very pious, but they allow the running of slaughterhouses where innocent animals are killed. If we try to compare the godly qualities of Dhruva Maharaj to the qualities of modern statesmen, we can see that there is no actual comparison. Dhruva Maharaj was present in the Satya Yuga, as will be clear from the next verses. He was the ideal king in Satya Yuga. The government administration in the present age, Kali Yuga, is bereft of all godly qualities. Considering all these points, the people today have no alternative but to take to Krishna consciousness for protection of religion, life, and property. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Do two more shlokas. Dhruva Maharaj ruled over this planet for 36,000 years. He diminished the reaction of pious activities by enjoyment, and practicing austerity diminished inauspicious reactions.
Purport: that Dhruva Maharaj ruled over the planet for 36,000 years means that he was present in the Satya Yuga Because in the Satya Yuga, people used to live for 100,000 years. In the next Yuga, Treta, people used to live for 10,000 years, and in the next Yuga, Dwapara, for 1,000 years. In the present age, the Kali Yuga maximum duration of life is 100 years. With the change of the yugas, the duration of life and memory, the quality of kindness, and all other good qualities diminish. There are two kinds of activities, namely pious and impious. By executing pious activities, one can gain facilities for higher material enjoyment, but due to impious activities, one has to undergo severe distress. A devotee, however, is not interested in enjoyment or affected by distress. When he is prosperous, he knows, I am diminishing the results of my pious activities. And when he is in distress, he knows, I am diminishing the reactions of my pious activities. A devotee is not concerned with enjoyment or distress. He simply desires to execute devotional service. It is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam that devotional service should be apratihata, unchecked by the material conditions of happiness or distress. The devotee undergoes processes of austerity such as observing Ekadashi and similar other fasting days and refraining from illicit sex, life, intoxication, gambling, and meat eating. Thus, he becomes purified from the reactions of his past impious life, and because he engages in devotional service, which is a most pious activity, he enjoys life without separate endeavor. Hare Krishna.
One more. The self-controlled great souls, Dhruva Maharaj thus passed many years favorably executing three kinds of worldly activity, namely religiosity, economic development, and satisfaction of all material desires. Thereafter he handed over the charge of the royal throne to his son.
Purport. Perfection of materialistic life is suitably attained by the process of observing religious principles. This leads automatically to successful economic development, and thus there is no difficulty in satisfying all material desires. Since Dhruva Maharaj as a king had to keep up his status quo, or it would not have been possible to rule over the people in general, he did it perfectly. But as soon as he saw that his son was grown up and could take charge of the royal throne, he immediately handed over the charge and retired from all material engagements. One word used here is very significant, avichalendriyaha, which means that he was not disturbed by the agitation of the senses, nor was his sensory power diminished, although in years he was a very old man. Since he ruled over the world for 36,000 years, naturally one may conclude that he became very old, but factually his senses were very young, and yet he was not interested in sense gratification. In other words, he remained self-controlled. He performed his duties perfectly according to the materialistic way. That is the way of behavior of great devotees. Srila Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, one of the direct disciples of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was the son of a very rich man. Although he had no interest in enjoying material happiness, when he was entrusted with doing something in managing the state, he did it perfectly. Srila Gaura Sundara advised him, from within keep yourself and your mind completely aloof, but externally execute the material duties just as they need to be done. This transcendental position can be achieved by devotees only as described in Bhagavad Gita. While others, such as yogis, try to control their senses by force, devotees, even though possessing full sensory powers, do not use them because they engage in higher transcendental activities. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshunuritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna. Something very interesting. For a devotee, internally heart is boiling with love of Krishna. Externally he acts normal in this world. Correct? And a yogi is reverse of that. Externally he acts normal, inside he is boiling with sense enjoyment. योगी वो एक्सटर्नली जंगल में बैठे हैं, ओम कुछ तमाशा कर रहे हैं, और इंटरनली हृदय में कचरा भरा हुआ है. For a devotee, we are in this position now. Okay? अंदर कचरा भरा है, अभी साधना चल रही है. But we have to come to the position is what? Externally we act very normal, like, hey, how are you? How was your birthday? Tamasha. But internally we are pain of separation from Krishna. Isn't it remarkable? Now we have to change from this to this. Bahar, what we act like I remember in one college, one student went home and he sat in the sofa, said, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He's making big drama. Correct? Making big drama. He's not even started chanting. And his whole house went upside down. They're calling the management, क्या हो गया मेरे बेटे को क्या किसने सिखा दिया किसने इसको पागल कर दिया they are tamasha is going on. But internally that person is not even started. So what we do is that we make a show of spiritual life, great saintly person. But internally एक तूफान चल रहा है, एक hurricane चल रहा है, tornado चल रहा है, or material desires. But we have to do sadhana and go to the situation that the core of the heart is totally pure. And externally, we act normal. Yesterday we took some examples of this. I'll take some examples of this from the Shastra. Okay, this is understood, this difference. Other thing, let us just meditate on the purport, let us not jump over that. How many of you have the experience of government office? No, 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 no. They don't try to solve your problem. You go to them and you say that, sir, we have this situation. No, it's not allowed. They will not sit with you and try to solve the problem unless you give a bribe. Then they will tell you the ways to go. The rules and regulations are made in particular time, situation, context. Most of the time, or many times, they are not practical. Okay? But they will just tell, no, sir, we can do this. No. So Prabhupada had an experience. He wanted to go abroad to preach. He only heard, no, you should have sufficient bank balance, so you don't have, so you cannot go. No. No, we hear about Prabhupada having only $8. That is what he was allowed actually. The rules were such funny rules. No. So Prabhupada heard, he had seen his life. He had his own pharmaceutical company, correct? He must have heard million times, no. Prabhupada said they're paid to say no. No, no. So that is called bureaucracy. No, no, no. In fact, Srila Prabhupada made this movement so wonderful. He gave total autonomy to every center, decentralized it. So you don't have to hear no. We are totally, we didn't ask any permission, anything, correct? We are doing whatever we want. And we have to, otherwise, bureaucracy means no, no, and we go crazy. It kills all the enthusiasm. True? So no. So there is no, no. So we have to find a solution. That is what is needed, not no. And another thing we saw in the purport of exemplary qualities of Dhruva Maharaj. And the citizens were actually, they used to fall in love with the leader. Just amazing qualities he's showing externally. Internally, his heart is in pangs of separation from Krishna. But he's not going to show to everybody that. Okay, this is what we saw in the purport. Now let us go to our main topic of discussion today. Difference between a pure devotee and a beginning devotee. Aruruda, Aruruksha. And Bhagavad Gita also such words are used for Ashtanga Yoga. The beginner and the very interesting thing. The beginner will make a show outside as if he is a great devotee. Internally, he is not a devotee. But a pure devotee is something different. Externally act totally normal and internally having pangs of separation from Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to be in that attitude. He will be meeting people whole day, he will be blessing them, he will be requesting everybody to chant Hare Krishna. Internally he will be feeling intense pangs of separation from Krishna. But at least the mind was a little diverted in the daytime. In the night time, that pain used to come, intense, correct? Like we may also have some material pain, so when we are alone, it starts beating the heart. But other time, mind is little diverted, we don't feel that. But a pure devotee's heart, this is not plain pain, this is the highest ecstasy. But that will be in a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to share only with Ramananda Raya Sarup Damodar. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was surprised. One day Rupa Goswami wrote a prayer and he asked, how did he understand my mind? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mind was very confidential. Rupa Goswami wrote a prayer, the same trees, everything is same. You're also same person, but I'm not happy here. Can you come to Vrindavan? This was a prayer of Radharani when she met Krishna at Kurukshetra and the gopis. Very interesting actually. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's that behavior, that expression, Rupa Goswami somehow caught. So it's dharmasa tattvam nihitam guhaya. Even Srila Prabhupada as a businessman, when people met him, when people met Srila Prabhupada, they could not know what is inside his heart. Totally normal outside. He is only interested in business like that. They could not know at all. And inside his heart, my Guru Maharaj has given me a very difficult task, what I should do, how I should do. He was using all his money in printing Back to Godhead magazines and mostly distributing it free from his business, what he used to get. Try to sell it and remaining it to just send to the big libraries around the world. So externally, his friends don't know what he's doing. Internally, he is intensely trying to fulfill the order of his Guru Maharaj. So therefore, they say Vaishnava Kriya Mudra is very difficult to understand, but not for us. That is for our Vaishnava. So we have to reach this platform. That internally in the heart, our activities are driven by intense desire to serve Guru and Krishna. Externally, we act normal. We have the example of Jadabharata. Externally, he was acting like a dumb man, but internally his heart was an intense Krishna consciousness. And he chose to keep silent whole life. That is, except when he opened to Rahuguna. Then it is said that fool is not discovered unless he speaks. So we see that in the Bhagavad Gita when Arjuna asked Krishna the question, the first question he asked, Chittapragnasa ka bhasha. And Prabhupada immediately writes this purport. He said, first thing is speak, what he speaks. But a Vaishnava is very difficult to understand, a great Vaishnava, because he will act totally normal outside. You cannot find his mind at all. It's totally, he hides his mind. Correct? And we see that's what Dhruva Maharaj is acting, he's doing big yagnas, you cannot know his mind. He's doing yagna, he's married now, Dhruva Maharaj, even Prahlad Maharaj, you may wonder why he got married. You cannot know. Inside, outside is totally different. Totally different. He offers such beautiful prayers when Vaman comes, he's the same person. Even he got married, he had a family, no change. Inside his heart is same. So this we have to achieve, a very big task therefore. A normal person, as a Kanishtatikari, big show outside, internally heart has still not become devotee. Still no prayers to the Lord, whole day goes without any prayer. Still no dependence of the Lord, no feeling that I am being maintained by the Lord. Still nothing in the heart is still normal. And externally, sadhaka, we chant Hare Krishna. Actually, we are doing nakal only, we are doing chanting Hare Krishna. We are doing nakali kar rahe hain, pure devotee, but you not become a devotee. Internally, heart is still a karmi. And we have to reverse this. Internally, heart becomes the heart of an advanced devotee, and externally, normal. Amazing. Interesting. I'm totally shell-shocked by this analysis of Prabhupada. That's why we have to read Prabhupada books. You will not get this otherwise. this analysis of Prabhupada, understanding the life of Dhruva Maharaj, you would never have got this, that this is what is actually we are expected to do. So let us think of more examples where somebody has acted like this. Externally he act normal. Prabhupada pastime, there are many, many situations where he acted. Prabhupada was once walking with his devotees, and he saw an old man, and something. And then Prabhupada started talking to him. Prabhupada was talking only what he can take. He didn't preach to him Krishna consciousness, saying, okay, how many teeth you still have? Something, Prabhupada said, I have still all my teeth. And they were laughing and talking. So interesting, he was only limiting himself. Many situations where the person is not submissive. See, Krishna also, this is analysis in Bhagavad Gita, he sees Arjuna not surrendering in the beginning, talking like a friend, okay? Krishna talks only like a friend. He doesn't reveal any knowledge, spiritual knowledge to Arjuna. He talks on Vyavaharika level, Karma Kanda. Arjuna is talking on a Karma Kanda level, isn't it? He's saying that really great sin, if you break the family customs, it is great papa. He's talking about papa, this Karma Kanda. Great papa, if you kill our elders, blah, blah. And Krishna is also says, on the same moral level, he hits him back. That's it. But he does not reveal the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So he acted normal. Internally, Krishna knows the truth. Correct? He acted normal. Kutascha kashmalam, Arjuna, from where have these impurities come upon you? He's talking on a moral platform. And he's silent. Now imagine when we are preaching, how much in the beginning situation, when I started preaching, I used to almost every time end in a fight at the end. Because I'm not able to judge the other person, how much he's ready to take. He's not ready to take, don't give. You want to give instruction to somebody, don't give. If he's not submissive, why you're wasting your time? It takes a lot of time to stop fight. It goes to the stage, you stop preaching. That is also not good. We should preach. Preach means they will fight. But then what we should give? So then we become mature. It takes time, a lot of maturity to be able to speak when people want to listen. Like Krishna, had he thrown the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita in the beginning without Arjuna surrendering, it's of no use. He just waited. So we also have dealing with the world, and we have to different degrees actually mature up. That we're revealing Krishna consciousness only as much person can take. But our heart is full of love of Krishna. Not love of Krishna at a sadhaka level. Our heart, we have only one thing, determination to obey the Acharya. That's only a sadhaka. We cannot imagine in his heart will be waves of ripples of love of Krishna going. This is millions and millions of life away. Correct? What actually can be in a sadhaka's heart, it is determination to obey the Acharya. That is what he keeps inside in his heart. And he goes somewhere, you see people are smoking, hey, Prabhupada said you should not smoke drink. Doesn't make a sense. He has something in his heart, correct? What we have in our heart, the sadhaka means sadhana. He has in his heart the rules of sadhana, that's all he has. Externally he sees people not obeying that, correct? So he is silent, he doesn't speak all the time. But when opportunity comes, somebody says, yeah, how is it? I'm also interested to know about spiritual life. Then we reveal our heart. Yeah, we have to chant. That is what we are revealing, correct? What is there in our heart? Determination to follow, obey the Acharya, that's all. We don't have in our heart anything more. And we should at least be in that platform. But when a situation arises, somebody is very keen, we instruct him. We should chant Hare Krishna, it will be very nice. And I'm feeling so peaceful and happy by chanting. And that's what we can reveal. So we can only reveal and we can only take a person to a platform in which we are. We cannot take a person to the platform more than we are. It is not possible. That is not possible. So only we can, therefore, if you want to actually help people, Janma Sarthakari Karo Paropkar. Yes, Prafulla Patra, yeah, I'll come to that. Amazing. And all of you start typing your good examples from your own life or others' examples. Take care. Janma Sarthakari Karo Paropkar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, first you become a devotee, and then you can make other people devotee. Correct? Because you are going to share your heart, not to everybody. By your good character, by your instruction, somebody becomes submissive, you will reveal some portion of your heart. Ah, what a realization today. Amazing. Today, wasn't it beautiful? Correct? Now can you go and reveal to the public? They will laugh, they cannot understand this, correct? But actually it is true, it's very, very interesting. So, now Prafulla Patra is talking about example of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yes, Bhaktivinoda Thakur went to the court, as he was the magistrate. He was very quick. He used to make judgments. In fact, he was so fast that he used to totally non-attached. He is Hindu or a Muslim, he has nothing to do with that. He has to do with the rules of the book. Nobody can find fault with him. Did perfect business of a magistrate, came back home. Amazing, nobody could find him. Srila Proper Life, he said. Raghunath Das Goswami was also given the same instruction by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, be honest to Krishna within his heart. As somebody can locate that will be not easy. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Raghunath Das Goswami is being instructed, stay honest to Krishna within his heart and externally be normal. Correct? And that's what he did. And his parents were so worried about him, all the worry went away. They became very peaceful. This is amazing. Okay, yes, any other example you all have of a situation, somebody behaved like that? Bhaktivinoda Thakur, yes. शीला मोंडवल, इनको हिंदी का लिंक दे दो भाई। माता जी ये इंग्लिश का क्लास है, हिंदी का क्लास दूसरे लिंक में होता है। हरे कृष्णा। किंग जनक, गुणप्रिय माता जी, Janak Maharaj. It is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita about Janak Maharaj in a similar situation. Do you know something about it? Do you know something about this when you have spoken? Krishna in Bhagavad Gita quotes Janak Maharaj that even if you are a liberated person, you should act normal. Like Srila Prabhupada himself, he wanted Kumbh Mela. Now he is an acharya with the pure realizations of Krishna. He doesn't have to do sadhana. But Prabhupada got up, so all the devotees are sleeping nicely. He got up, and in the cold of Kumbh Mela, it's very cold that time, open area, 2 degrees like that. Prabhupada took bath from the hand pump. All the Western disciples, so-called young, got up and ran. So giving an example, yes. Yes, one by one, start. It's on. Please tell me the example. Explain the example.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Vidura, though he knew he was Yamaraj, one of the 12 Mahajans, but still, like an elder brother, he was advising Dhritarashtra.
Yes, he was very peacefully advising Dhritarashtra as one will advise his elder brother. Dhritarashtra was the elder, correct? He was advising him with great affection, and my dear brother, he knows everything. He knows that Yamadanda, he has to punish him. But he was advising him. And not only that, he at the end of the life also he advised him. Very nice. Great. Very good example. Yes. Vidura. Yes. Anybody else? I saw so many things. Your type, start speaking. Hare Krishna. Speak, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Madhu Soni, speak.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sadar Pranam. Prabhuji, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's conversation with Ramananda Roy, where he asked him to speak about Krishna and how exactly the devotional service can be can be achieved. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was himself Krishna, but he was asking with Ramananda Rai Prabhu. So it was like nobody can understand why he is asking, but end of the day he wanted to set example of like how a person should not be a Brahman, but anybody like who is in devotional service can achieve the highest devotional service, Prabhuji.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Ramananda Rai, very, very deep answer, Mataji. Ramananda Rai was externally a governor kind of position, big position under the king, a Shudra, a family man. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sannyasi and a Brahmana. So he's asking Ramananda Rai, speak. So one angle is, he's already Krishna, he knows the love of Krishna, but he's taking instruction, Ramana taking role of a student like us. Then second instruction is that Ramananda Rai is acting externally like a normal man, okay? But internally is a pure devotee. Even the Goswamis were like that. Now, what Nawab Hussain Shah, do you think he could detect what they were? They were all waiting for Lord Chaitanya pastime to begin. They were acting normal. Even Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his life, correct? They were acting normal. As a big, would you think you would have made them Prime Minister, Home Minister if they were acting only all the time? No, they were acting totally normal. Just showing internally, you think they forgot Krishna consciousness? No. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the beginning of his life was doing Vyakarana, logic. But later, after meeting, he gave credit to Ishwarpuri. You think the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after meeting Keshav Bharati in Ishwarpuri, has come to Krishna? No! But externally, isn't it interesting? Very interesting. We are reverse. Yes. Any more
Prabhuji,
examples? Start speaking.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu even kept telling Nityanand Prabhu that you go to Vrindavan and preach there. He's telling, I am trying to go there, but I am unable to. You just go there and preach there. He was saying that.
Where? Go to?
Vrindavan. He was in, yeah.
Okay. So always in a humble attitude, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to tell Nityananda Prabhu, you can do that, I cannot do.
Yes, Prabhuji, that's what
In fact, in the past time, if you see, Nityananda Prabhu is many times more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Jagai Madhai became, offenders, Nityananda Prabhu begged pardon and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was angry. So what is he showing? Nityananda Prabhu is greater than me, more merciful. It's all the pastimes of the Lord. Therefore, for now we understand today why Vaishnava Kriya Mudra cannot be understood. True? Nityananda Prabhu is called Avaduta. Once Shivananda Sena was arranging the yatra. Now you can understand with this the complex pastime. Now Shivananda Sena is arranging the pastime. What is happening is that somewhere he becomes late in paying tax. Nityananda Prabhu is waiting. So he comes, what is this nonsense? And he kicks him in the stomach. And Shivananda Sena actually smiles, being touched by the Lord in his stomach. He's very happy. But externally he's saying, what is this? He becomes so passionate, he's kicking and cursing. He was cursed him also. That all your family members, he gave curse also. And hearing that, his wife started crying. But nothing like that. Shivananda Sena has full faith. Just drama. Just drama. That was just drama. But externally he's showing that inside he has intense love for Shivananda Sena. Okay? Externally that behavior. Yes. Continue.
Guruji.
Continue. We
Guruji,
discovered something today. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Guruji,
Yeah, speak.
मैं शीला मोदनवाल. Guruji, first time attend किया this meeting को.
No, I didn't hear Mataji. Please tell.
गुरुजी शीला मोदनवाल बोल रही हूँ. I speak शीला मोदनवाल. गुरुजी voice clear है गुरुजी.
Sheila Mondaval. We are not able to hear. Again tell. Or you can type.
Guru, yeah.
Just type here. Take care. Some voice is not coming clear. Hare Krishna. Gunashi Mataji, you can think of any pastime where inside outside was different.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam.
No. Echo is coming. Purnashri Mataji, echo, maybe two devices are open. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Somebody else wanted to add? Sri Devi Padi.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam.
Ah.
Prabhuji, the life of Sanatan Goswami and Rup Goswami, basically they were the very learned and Brahmins from the childhood. They accepted the job for the Nawab Hussain because to avoid, because at that time in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is written that they were converting the people like very easily. So to avoid that, they have accepted the job for the Nawab Hussain.
Whatever. They did some drama. Rup and Sanatan Goswami. Good, interesting. Why they did that, I did not know.
Yes.
Tota, okay. Sridevi Padi is talking about Tota Gopinath. How do you connect that, Tota Gopinath? Tota Gopinath is a very interesting pastime. Where the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took out the deity and gave to Gadadhar Pandita to take care. Okay? Okay, thank you, Gunashri Mataji. Located that verse from Raghunath Das Goswami. Antare nishtakara bahaya loka vyavhara. Achirat Krishna tomara karibe udhara. Shri Chaitanya continued, Raghunath Das Goswami instructed him, within your heart, you should always keep yourself very faithful. Okay? And for sadhaka, faithful means obey the rules and regulations. Don't now think love of Krishna will come. That is there. Only inside the heart, strictly, your commitment to rules and regulations. But externally, you may behave like an ordinary man. Thus, Krishna will soon be pleased and deliver you from the clutches of Maya. Inside, he is in Govardhan Leela, crying and getting senseless in the Vira of Krishna. Yes. Yes. Sarita Mataji, speak. We want to hear your voice.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams.
How is your son?
Yeah, good Prabhuji.
I was so happy to meet him. When are you coming to Mangalore? Bring him sometime.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prabhuji, Amrish Maharaj. So externally, though he was a king, he was completely detached. And how we see in the in the verse which explains that how his all his senses were engaged in service of the Lord, and he was completely not attached, because even in the pastime of Durvasa Muni also we can see how he was not even affected. Even if he was being killed, he was not least bothered. Like
that shows that internally he was more advanced than Durvasa Muni, even though externally he was just a king. Great. Then you have all read Chaitanya Charitamrita, all advanced devotees. Tell about what is Pundarik Vidyanidhi.
Pundarika Vidyanidhi. Actually, he looked very materialistic from outside. Actually, one of the devotee, I don't know what was his name, but he takes Gadadhar Pandit to him. And Gadadhar Pandit, when he sees him, he feels that he's not a devotee at all, because he was lavishly, he dressed, and he looked like that. And so then the devotee says, no, though he recites verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, that Putana, I think, Putana verse. So then when he hears, then immediately all the transcendental changes, in his body was seen. So then actually Gadadhar Pandit makes him his guru. He because he did that Vaishnava Aparadh, he feels, and then he surrenders and he accepts.
All become so advanced. What about Pratap Rudra?
Yeah, Pratap Rudra also. He was though he was a king, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't wanted to mingle, he didn't wanted to, he was not giving him appointment to meet. He was very desperate to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and meet him. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not interested in meeting the Karmi people.
King.
He was
king.
Yeah. So, but then but during Ratha Yatra, he was himself, though he was king, he wanted to get attention of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was serving, he was himself grooming the roads there during the Rath Yatra. So I think
Yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very pleased, and then later, by the instruction of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he recited Gopi Gita to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he embraced him. Hai true? Amazing, amazing, all. Prabhu, Bhishma Deva, Ramesh ji, yes. Ramesh ji, tell about Bhishma. How do you feel Bhishma acted like that?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Bhishma Pitama was fighting for the Kauravas, but his heart was always with Lord Krishna. So in the battlefield also, he was enjoying the Virya Rasa with Lord Krishna. So internally he was enjoying, but externally he was fighting for Duryodhana.
Yes, internally he was. So beautiful, isn't it? Advait Acharya, Achyuta Keshava can't speak, he's traveling. Who can tell about this? Advait Acharya Nityananda Prabhu's food incidents. Oh, we know that amazing incident, correct? That Advaita Acharya actually arranges the big feast when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes sannyas, he's walking. Nityananda Prabhu is taking him in a wrong direction and taking him to Shantipur, the house of Advaita Acharya. And there what happens when they reach that house, they have not eaten for 3 days. So he makes a big feast ready, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no, for a sannyasi this is too much, you should not eat like this, give me a little in the plate. And then he starts shouting, Advaita Acharya starts shouting at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I know you are Jagannath and you are eating so many times, please don't do drama, sit and eat. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes order, starts eating. And every time they finish, the vegetable, he'll again fill it up. Like buckets and buckets he was serving. And Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying, what is this? I cannot eat like this, I said, shut up, I know who you are. So, and then Nityananda Prabhu, the same drama is going. 3 दिन भूखे मरे और ये खाने को भी नहीं दिया, ये क्या है ये? He became reverse. So it's actually Avadhut Leela. And Advaita Acharya said, to him relation is different. You are a sadhu, you should be happy with whatever I give you. Very nice fight happens between them. And then he throws in the air. Nityananda Prabhu throws in the air some rice. And it touches his body. And Advaita Acharya goes into ecstasy touching Mahaprasad and Nityananda Prabhu. But that happens internally. And externally says, my dharma has been destroyed by this useless fellow. It's not easy. If you see the pastime externally, you will speak something, as internally something, the dynamics are going on. Yes. Sanatan Goswami Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chandrasekhar Acharya house. Again, interesting. Yes, Reena Mataji, tell this. You have read Chaitanya Charitamrita. How you all know all these pastimes? Externally you are acting like a normal person.
We have heard from you only, Prabhuji.
Reena Mataji, externally acting like a normal person. Reena Mataji, externally acting like a normal person, teaching in college. Internally has become a great devotee. Yes, what is this pastime, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Chandrasekhar Acharya, he couldn't recognize when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him to call Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inside. Like he sent Chandrasekhar Acharya, but he couldn't find any Vaishnava there. He came back. Then later, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, he came out and he embraced
Sanatana Goswami, when we came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it was difficult to feel he's a devotee. He was all dressed in, with all quilted, this, that. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows the heart. Yes. Anunaya, what is your example? So many examples are there.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was a very small kid, the Brahmana visits his place and he tries to offer bhoga to Lord. And every time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tries to jump into just as a normal walk, but after 3 or 4 attempts, he reveals himself to the Brahmana, and Brahmana he gets the highest bliss of his life.
So both were doing drama, because that Brahmana was also not ordinary. Every pastime of Krishna, even Krishna Lila he came. Every pastime of Krishna he comes. So very interesting. Rishabhadeva, yes. Madhu Soni, what is Rishabhadeva?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Sadhar Pranam. Prabhuji, Lord Rishabdeva accepted a Jagarvrati. Like once he accepted renunciation, then he found everything is troubling him, like all mystic yoga and all Maya is covering and troubling him again and again. So he accepted a Jagarvrati, like he accepted a one place and he was there
So
only
you
for
have read Bhagavatam, Madhusoni?
Yes, Prabhuji, I attend classes only there, only I listen.
Amazing, amazing. All of you are like that only then? Internally acting normal, samsara, externally, internally full of love of Krishna. Take care,
It's your
thank you
mercy,
everybody.
Prabhuji. It's your mercy.
King
We are no one.
Kulushekara Alva, now this is Vipin Vilas Prabhuji. Do you know about his pastime? This is in Shri Vaishnava.
Yes, Prabhuji. He was a king, but actually he was a pure devotee of Lord Rama actually, and he only written this Mukundmala Stotra. So
Yes.
when he was, yes.
Wonderful. Take care. Chalo, great. Take care. So nice. We can keep thinking in this line. So the main essence today's class was a normal devotee in the beginning. Internally, he's full of Maya. Externally, acts as a great devotee. But a pure devotee becomes reverse. Inside the heart is full of love of Krishna. External acts like a karmi. You can't detect him. He slowly reveals his, just like Srila Prabhupada's whole life. He slowly revealed his presence. Okay? Vibhishana, Lanka, he maintained a conscience of Lord Rama. Yes, Vipin Vilas. Okay, thank you. Pancha kalpata rubascha kripa sindhu eva cha patita nam pavanebhyo Vaishnava Anant Koti Vaishnava ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Radha Govind ki
Jai. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.